Hey guys, welcome to the fourth episode of Sin and Skullduggery Empire. And again, just to give a recap to the players and to everyone else, in the previous episode, the Gossolteo clan was able to conquer and control the country of Arabia. So they've got two out of the three countries under their control, and their political and military force has increased thanks to the resources that the country of Glavius has. How they conquered it was through mostly through subterfuge and also diplomacy, by breaking into the castle of Glavius during the turn of the new year. The turn of the during New Year, they were able to convince King Liam Ronan Blightside, to surrender his crown and his throne to Felicity, making her the new queen of Glavius and the empress of this new growing empire. And other things to recap are what else was there? Uh, Oh yeah, the Gossolteo clan also gained a new ally, one of their distant cousin, Floki, who was a spy within the Church of Glavius, but is actually a follower of the Golden Warlord. And he's willing to lend a hand to his clan to help subjugate these countries, for a better to make a better place for everyone that lives there. Uh, and this all happened. We left off at the first day of 744 AP, and it would now we will pick up around, I'll say, half the year, so 6 months from then. It would be somewhere near the end of the season of warm wave summer. So I'll say it's like we'll pick up from the 85th day of warm wave. Within the past 6 months, the newly named empire, the Goseo Empire, which the clan all decided to name the empire after their own themselves. They have been, with Augustus's efforts, they have fortified the empire and made sure that both Haryajuf and Glavius are well protected and are properly recovering from all the battles that have occurred within the past year. As they were recovering, however, the country of Revalonia, realizing the growing threat of the Gossolteo clan, they have decided to launch several attacks on the two countries on Haryajuf and Glavius. There were battles in the sky, in the sea, and in the land. Airships were sent from both sides. Fleets of ships were also sent in the trade routes that the Gossolteo clans were controlling. And in the borders of Haryajuf and Glavius, Revalonian armies were also attacking. However, thanks to the efforts of Glavius, who is now given the title of Supreme Commander of the Imperial Forces. So that's your title now, Augustus, Supreme Commander the Imperial Forces. Felicity has granted you the title. So you have been fortifying the borders. There was an incident where the Revalonians were attacking Haryajuf, but thanks to your strategies and your ideas, you were able to place several of your troops in the border and successfully protected the place. There was also an incident where spellcasters attacked uh, the city of Glavius. However, Felicity, with your magic, you were able to also get rid of those spellcasters. Fjordring took a more offensive route using his necromancy. He raised an army of undead to lead some of the offensive attacks towards Revelonia. Both of you, the Empire and the country of Revelonia, both of you are kind of evenly matched at this point. It's mostly like a stalemate that's going on, and right now you are trying to find ways of like how to even the odds towards your end. But right then, as you were making plans, you were alerted by General Killian and Adam. They have been visiting one of your military camps near the border of Glavius. And unfortunately, they have been ambushed by an army of Revelonians. So, uh, since they both are like high-ranking, members of the Empire, you decided to intervene yourselves on your Kirin. So right now, you guys will be flying into battle. Uh, it'll be a really quick battle, though. Just to open the opening scene, essentially. So as you can see, has the map loaded for you guys?
Not. I still have the pyramid.
Okay.
Still the pyramid scheme.
The pyramid scheme. I'll describe the scene to you guys while the map loads. So you're in a battle essentially. This is somewhere in the border of Glavius. There's a military base located there, and it's currently being attacked by the Revelonian army. Killian and Adam were present at the time, and they were calling for your help. So with your Kirins sending you there, you guys were able to reach to the border on time, and there was already a massive battle happening. The Revelonian army are quite powerful. However, you also have the best armies at your side. You have the Knights of Glavius, providing the defense, and from Haryajuf, you have the Handamorian providing the offensive. There are a few monsters also present in the battle. However, several of your warriors are handling them. Right now, the 5 of you have arrived into battle on top. Has the map loaded for everyone?
I see it.
Okay. And what about the rest of you guys?
Akong gi-refresh kay it was still the
Refresh.
pyramid scheme for me.
I had to
Okay.
refresh some.
And then Mica's going in the owlbear though, so accept her though.
Okay.
Ooh, it looks nice.
It looks dead. Please.
Wait, I don't
The
see.
proper
Let me refresh my thing again and see, because I can't see like Mika's request. Oh, here we go. You can from afar you can see that it seems like the Revolonian are kind of gaining the. It looks like they're overwhelming your troops. However, as you are approaching from the sky, you can see your troops like some of them got confident already just by your presence and are like pushing back against the army. So here's the 5 of you flying on your Kirins. I'll be controlling Fjordring briefly. Yeah, so here is a whole line of soldiers. And Augustus, based on your military expertise, you can, if we could put their HP and numbers, they all basically have like 10 HP.
Okay.
So for the rest of you guys, just for the fun of it, you can launch some of your like biggest spells on these guys. I'm pretty sure you can like get rid of them on your turn. This will be like an ambush turn, so you guys can just roll initiative among the 5 of you and plan out your strongest attacks ever.
Okay. Oh, you're all join me.
Okay, 24, 19.
Fantastic rolls. Thank you, Sandy.
Okay, 19, 10. Okay, so Felicity is first. This makes sense considering she is leading the charge. So yeah, Felicity, since you are first in the initiative, can the Kirin, let me share with you guys also the stat block of. Wait, no, I don't want to overwhelm. So, the Kirin, his movement is around. Let me check his. Yeah, so Felicity, just plan like what big spell you can shower over your troops. They can fly 120 feet. See, ang mga Kirins. So you can actually, I think you can close the gap right away.
Hello.
Hello? Yeah?
I speak. Do you hear yourself?
No,
All right,
there's
perfect. Okay, perfect. I don't remember, but I remember kanang do I have that spell ba nga katong murag blinding ni
ni Homer.
ni Homer?
I believe you do.
Yeah, because I remember like researching. I'm just not in top shape right now to think what spell that was. But I remember researching Felicity's spell. Yeah, I was able to do that. Let me check very quickly. But I'd like to do that then. Let me see.
That
Maybe
is
it was-
that is an 8th level spell. I'll allow you to change it if you don't have it, but reminder, you will have the dawn spell as your 8th level for the rest of the session. So
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not sure, but is that flaming sphere
flaming.
or light? No, not that.
Wait, let me check. It's sunburst ang name sa spell. Let me double check.
Just to be clear, whatever we use here will not get restored for the rest of the
No.
session.
After this, you'll have time to do a long rest again.
Okay. Thank you. Again.
Yeah.
Yes, Raf. I would like to cast Sunburst. I have it good. It's a
Ooh,
level 8 spell, correct. I'd like to
nice.
cast Sunburst. Cast. Oh no. Okay.
It is within a 60-foot radius centered in a point. Choose. Ooh, nice. Sige. Uh, let me put out a circle just to see the range of this. Mine. Ah,
On a point, I choose, so just choose a point nga murag maigo mostly ra.
okay, go. I will say. Oh my God, what happened? Okay,
Ito.
there we go. I'll say this here. You start
Okay, dagdagan.
here. Roll the damage.
I think it's rolled na.
Oh, okay.
It's 39 only. But I
Ooh,
not already level. Yeah, level 8, correct. All D6.
nice. So
That's
39. That means so you unleash a bright beam of light, and it's a golden light. It starts shining all over these guys. The lines here, and they were all
they yeah.
very discombobulated, and they fall knocked out. Do you mean to knock them out or to kill them?
I would like
These
to
are
kill
level
them.
loadings.
Mhm.
I would like to kill them. Aren't
Okay.
they bad?
Yes, they did invade your country, so
Relatively, they are bad, yeah.
to teach them a lesson. Uh,
That's my
and
turn.
yeah, Gosaltea will also take a turn after you. He will unleash a beam of lightning as well at these guys. So he's just raining down lightning at these guys and killing most of them as well.
Ellen Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next is Reggie. Yeah. What do you do?
Reggie.
Reggie?
Yeah.
Gus.
Oh, it's Augustus' turn. Yeah. Sorry.
Gus.
Um,
Okay. What's the
yeah.
speed of the currents?
The Kirans can fly up. They can hover and fly up to 120 feet.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Move over to here. 120.
Yes.
Great. Okay, that's not 120. I'll move over to here. And then I cast a spell.
Ooh, okay. Oh, shoot. Oh,
What's this? Verbal somatic. Okay. So I point out with my wait no, I shouldn't. Yeah, verbal somatic. So I point out with my uh sword,
mm,
and then I say okay, verbal component for this would be terminus S. And then black smoke comes from like appears in front, and then it goes over here and cast cloud kill.
Awesome.
ooh.
Est.
What? I didn't know you could cast Cloud Kill. That's so cool.
Cloud kill. It's my only AoE. So
Ah, okay.
yeah. That's 5/8 poison. So they can still live.
5d8. Well, most of them are like just 10 HP, so
Okay, well, I guess they're dead. Just kill them. Okay, so there's that. And then as I was doing that, let's see. The channel divinity assistant action. Oh, it says an action. Okay, sure. I will action surge.
okay.
I'll action surge, and then as an action, I will use my conquering presence.
Ooh, okay.
So like the people, the people within 30 feet of me has to do a dex save or they're fighting.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. And then for the people who are 10 feet of me, they're stunned and they can't move. Is my thing a bonus action? Is the Celestial Revelation a bonus action?
I believe so, yeah.
Yes, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's two. Yeah, that's too bad. No. Okay, so an action, and then I'll just cast bonus action spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And it appears over there. Was it? And my spiritual. Oh, this is so good. It just strikes this guy.
Okay. Roll
That's
to
attack. Spiritual weapon. That will be at 4. Yeah, 4. So that is 11. No, plus 11. Oh, almost 13 to hit. Does that hit?
yes, that will hit.
No, this might be super buff even though they have 5 HP. No, he's dead.
He's gone.
Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay. This blue circle is their cloud kill thingy,
That's
right?
the cloud kill, yeah. And then like the people afraid of me.
Okay. Nice. Good turn. I noticed that Floki and Reggie both have the same number. Who goes first between you guys?
My dexterity is 14.
Can go. My dexterity is my dump stop.
Okay.
All right. Floki. Floki is just from a distance admiring the prowess that is the what's it called? Supreme Commander of the Imperial Forces in actions.
Mhm.
So as Gus goes through the battle and flings a cloud kill and a paladin thing, he turns um uh on the sides to King Adam and Killian. He
Mhm.
says, Your Highness, are you in need of any healing? We are sorry we have come this late. It must have been very dangerous to go to this area alone. but you can rest easy as reinforcements have arrived.
Then
Are they injured?
King Adam responds, yes. Yes. We are in dire need of healing. If you could spare some, that would be much appreciated.
Great. I will do level 1 healing word.
Fantastic.
Level 1 healing word. I do like a big ass cinematic of green aura and bright light emanating from me, and I cast level 1 healing word, and King Adam is bathed in holy light, and then and then um what's his name, Floki, turns towards the battlefield again. He says to Apple Thief, it seems we have been told to fling our most powerful spell. You're about to see something, Apple Thief. Something really powerful. And he casts his most powerful spell, Mass Cure Wounds. No, just kidding. Honestly, support type, so a cleric can't do shit. Wait, I'm not that type of cleric. So, for the duration of my movement, Floki grabs Apple Thief's reins. He says to Apple Thief, just like we practiced. And then, Apple Thief and Floki uses the rest of his 120 movement, running towards. Hey, what happened? Why did I float over there? I don't know. Oh, there. Running towards the battlefield, flying in midair. As halfway through towards the enemies, Floki casts murmurs an incantation. Blue light starts to emanate from Apple Thief. It looks like it's it almost like illusion magic, but it grows. It's not like it is in the form of Apple Thief, but it grows outwards from Apple Thief until it is slightly larger. So you see like an illusion of Apple Thief wearing like a spirit armor. Apple Thief is wearing like spirit armor that is like Apple Thief, except that the only difference is that the antlers are like 5 times more huge. So we have like blue Apple Thief armor with really huge antlers. This is Spirit Guardians, by the way. And then we bum rush through the field 15 feet high above the enemies. And however many much I have like movement, I don't know how much movement I get. We'll have to take within 15 radius. How much was it? 78 radiant.
Ooh. Rolled off to see how much you roll.
Spirit Guardians / L7. 7. Spirit Guardians. Oh, I haven't done a long rest yet. Spirit Guardians / L7. Spirit Guardians. Oh, I need to roll it again. Sheesh. R. 78. 33.
Ooh, nice. Based on your movement, I will assume you are somewhere here. So whoever got hit there, they are also dead for sure from your Spirit Guardian spell. I like how it was described. It was simple.
Yeah, so as Apple Thief passes through the enemies, he lowers his head, and the illusion, the image also lowers his head, so the antlers are sticking out. They're on the ground, and they bum rush through the enemies.
Nice. Okay. Good turn, good turn. Next, Reggie, what will you do?
Reggie will lean a little bit forward to be closer to Dawn Dancer's ear, and he will say, "Adidi, let's go!" And they rush forward, and then as they're rushing forward, Reggie's like patting the little hand drum by his belt to start like this beat. And then they arrive around this area, and then get there. Reggie starts an incantation, and then he will go. May I have your attention, please? Listen to my song. Vresa pletia numa numa e numa numa e. And then he's casting confusion on at the 8th level at this yellow circle.
Oof.
I don't know how many of them
I'm
say or
confused.
whatever. So they get confused there. And then he will action surge. After action surging, it's towards the end of this song. Maya he, Maya hu, Maya ha, my magic missile.
No.
And then he's casting magic missile at the 9th level. So
Oh,
at like towards the end of this song, it's like fireworks like coming off of him and Dee.
yeah.
And they're going like homing fireworks at all these people here up to
Yeah.
yeah. And then
Oh.
Maya thank you everybody, thank you. And that's it.
Nice. As that's happening, say Fjordring and Fjordring so fly by and start raining down lightning on the rest of the troops. And he flies a bit closer so Fjordring can decapitate a few guys with his sword. Dawn Dancer also flies around, raining down lightning in the other troops. Eventually, the other members of your military force were able to recover a bit and fight off the remaining troops that are still fighting. Because of your presence, because of the Kirin's presence as well, some of the Revolonian army got scared and started running away. However, you guys are all out of combat now. You guys can
The rest.
combat has ended. You'll get your long rest, and yeah, you can recover your all the spells you've used easy enough. However, one of your troops, one of the knights under your employ, they managed to capture one of the a Yugoloth who apparently has willingly surrendered to you guys. So if you can all gather around here, who Killian and Adam is. Here you guys can see that This Yugoloth in particular, he is with his arms raised, and you can also see that Killian's right-hand man, see Osiris, he is making sure that this guy is not casting any spells, and if he tries anything, he can just dispel or counterspell it. The Yugoloth has his hands up, and he's in chains as well to make sure that he can't move his arms to cast a spell. And so yeah, the knights here, they as you guys approach, everyone politely bows, and Killian approaches and says, I'm glad that all of you are here. Thank you for assisting us. Seems like we got ourselves a surrenderee. This Yugoloth over here is saying that he's surrendering and he wishes to speak with you, Empress, and the rest of you as well.
Felicity will say, I would grant audience with this surrendery and let us hear what he has to say.
Okay. So
I have to comment.
He has to what?
what did he say? What's his comment?
You got the last spunk facing against us.
Oh no, stop.
So you all notice that this Yugoloth, he has no mouth, but for some reason he's able to create sound that you all can hear. And he raises his hands and he tells like, please don't kill me. I'm willingly surrendering, and I'm here to offer you useful information.
You get to decide if it's useful.
All right. Let me first tell you the reason why I'm surrendering. The main thing, and then for Felicity, anyone who wants to, you guys can roll like an Arcana check or maybe an Insight check, if like, for everyone involved.
All right. I'll do it some.
Ooh. Damn, son. Plus 11.
Oh.
Hindi sa
Noise.
a little
So-
shit, a lot of magic.
So for Reggie, having studied magic and training as a wizard, you have come across and also with the recent battles that have been happening, you guys have been doing some research on Yugoloths. So Yugoloths in general, they are not within the same category as demons and devils. They're their own entire category of fiends. And Yugoloths, based on what you know on the lores that you have studied, Yugoloths tend to be, they are neutral evil most of the time, and they are mostly like hitmen / mercenary types of fiends. Their whole personality is very much in the same line as mercenaries and fiends. You also know that some Yugoloths have a tendency to defect or to switch over to the other side of the battle. either, for the fun of it, or because they see value in switching over to the side of the enemy. So that should inform you why this Yugoloth is willingly surrendering. He might want to switch over to your side, or maybe he's planning something. And but what you can gather is that he probably thinks it's a fun idea to like defect to your side, which is why he's surrendering and like offering information. And then for those who rolled insight, you can tell that he seems genuine in his attempt to like share information. So the Yugoloth introduces himself. His name is Vochi, and he explains that.
DM,
Yeah.
Floki would like first to approach.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Floki, after knowing all of those, obviously, he's like so insightful and shit.
Mhm.
And he rolled. What does my roll? I don't even remember. It's a 15. I don't know if that's good enough. And then Floki dismounts from Apple Thief. And then he's like, yeah. Apple Thief, stay. Floki approaches Vochi.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at Vochi very sincerely, with like the most honest concern. He says, and he lays a hand on Vochi's shoulder, and he
Mm-hmm.
says, "Dear Vochi, everyone has strayed from the path of light, and the path of the god of the Saffron Warrior. It's okay. I forgive you." And he says, "I will teach you a prayer. Please, say after me. Forgive me, Daddy,
Okay.
for I have sinned." and then, and then it's actually it's like an incantation to cast a zone of truth.
Okay. I have to
So,
do a wisdom save, right?
You also have to
it
say,
is
"Forgive me, Daddy, for
charisma
I've
save.
sinned."
Yeah, you also have to say, "Forgive me, Daddy, for I have sinned."
We will repeat after you and say, okay. Forgive me, Daddy, for I have sinned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Does that in a confused manner, and then the spell starts to force him to tell the truth. But yeah, he will do a charisma save, right?
Against, let me check. I think it was my save isn't very advanced. It's only 9. Wait, where was it? 19, right?
Okay.
19 with charisma. 19 charisma.
Okay. Oh, let me roll again. Ooh. So initially, he, as you cast Zone of Truth on him, you can know that he's actually trying to resist initially. However, your Zone of Truth spell is really, really strong, and because he rolled really low, he failed. He tries to resist, and you can see like some blood dripping from his nose, wherever that is. And yeah, he is under the Zone of Truth spell, and now he'll be compelled to tell the truth. So he tells you, "All right, since I am well, my main reason for surrender is because it is my intention to defect to your side. Because I thought it'd be a funny idea and I want to see what happens. And so I also thought to give you guys some information. The not many people know this, but apparently the king of Revelonia has been dead for quite some time. And now his wife has taken over as the new Dominos of Revelonia. And she is the one who has been summoning all these fiends and providing the Revelonian Trading Company with access to us Ugolots, me and my kin. So yeah, that's the information I provide. You could also, I guess, ask me other information and try my best to answer it.
Um, what's that? Wait, sorry. So the king
Yeah, so
is that?
Revelonia was ruled by a king. The whole time you were conquering Vegas and was ruling Revelonia. However, based on what Voce is saying, it looks like he has recently died. And
The queen.
yeah, the queen is taking over in his place. And looks like she is the one who is providing Revelonia with this army of fiends that you have been fighting for the past few months.
So, in order for us to win, we play dominoes. Last time we play with cards, and
Oh, well, Dominos just refers, it's just the Revelonian language for king. So it's not the Domino's
Oh,
pizza, not to be confused with the pizzeria branch.
Dominos is dead. Okay. Wait. Why were they keeping it? Is this not common knowledge? The king is dead.
Yeah, it's not, well,
Keeping it a
based on
secret.
yeah, it seems like they are trying to keep it a secret that the dead or that, yeah, it seems like it, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna guess something about succession and sure. I don't
Yeah.
know. Okay.
Perhaps. You do know it is common knowledge that the king and the queen of Babylon, they don't have children. So now that the king died, it's going to be his wife who
Okay.
takes. Yeah, but
So
I
why
guess
keep it a secret? Okay.
then okay then Vulture replies, I'm not sure why they'd keep it a secret. Maybe they want you all to think you make your whole plans revolve around him, I guess. So
I
that's
guess
all I
that's true.
think of.
So okay. We know about the king. Do we know stuff about the queen?
Voci himself, he doesn't know much about the queen. All he has been making all these contracts with fiends to provide to the Revelonian. What you guys know based on your spy network is that she, from what you got, roll either investigation or history check.
Investigation or history? I'll roll history. It takes science. Please be good. I've not been rolling well. 13.
Okay. 13 as well for Reggie.
I am going to roll with guidance.
Okay.
I tap myself in the shoulder. Remember what the monks told you. Remember what they were teaching you. Yeesh.
Ooh. Okay. For the rest of the clan, you've heard about you've heard about the queen. She was recently, not recently, she was married to the king like a few years ago. For Floki, since you rolled high, um, as there was a time when you did visit the country of Revalonia, and you had a chance encounter with the queen herself. So you have met her before, and she was fairly nice to you in brief conversation. Uh, throughout the rest of the event, she was kind of passive aggressive bitch to everyone else. So that's what you know about the queen. She's kind of a mean person.
The what were mean person again?
The queen was kind of like a horrible in the time you have interacted with.
Floki will say, "Ah, yes, yes, I remember this queen. She was a bitch."
No.
I think that's the purpose of history.
And then Vulture responds, if she was kind of a bitch, then that would explain how she made contracts with us. So yeah, that explains it.
Okay. Do you know what's to come? Like you've been contracted. What exactly have you been contracted to do?
Well, part of the contract is I cannot explain the details of the contract because there's like an NDA and other confidential stuff. Well, what I can tell you is, besides Yugoloths, there are other devils that are also being involved within this army that the queen is making. I don't know much about the devils, but well. I'm sure that you for the past few months, the rest of your clan, you are facing. There is that issue of like you're at a stalemate. While you're all well equipped to like fight against the fiends that are thrown against you, there's just seems to be too many. Seems like there's no end to it. Somewhere you're in a stalemate. So you decided, okay, we need an advantage. We need someone who knows how to combat fiends and someone who's powerful enough to do that and gain the edge over. As Vochi is speaking, he does tell you, I myself don't know much about the devils that are being involved. Ask me anything about Yugolots and I can tell you. With the devils, I'm not sure. You're gonna need a whole separate expert to deal with these devils. All I can think of is we did have an enemy back then who would know more about us fiends. His name is Napoleon Creed. He might help you.
Okay. Where's this person?
Okay. For Reggie, you know about Napoleon actually. If the brief I sent you.
Okay, Reggie will say, Napoleon Creed. Isn't he not related to that one boxer who fought Rocky?
No, you're confusing him for. They're not even from the same race of humans.
Napoleon Creed, and then he says, I actually work with him a few times before. He keeps coming to me looking for information on his question sheet. But I got to know him a little bit, and he said that he was a hero who fought against fiends that plagued the Revolution and for many, many years. So if we are looking for somebody who's good at fighting fiends, well, aside from our very own Fjordring, Napoleon or Creed might be able to help us. And
Great.
yeah. But
Okay.
the last I heard of him, he was put on a trial for being the mastermind behind the presence of the fiend. So there's that too. Something like create a problem so that you can be the one to solve the problem and make money off it.
Ah, scam. Okay.
He's
a little bit of a con man.
And you two are good friends?
No, because he knows that I am very smart and very brilliant and well read, he comes to me for information.
That's actually true. Reggie is really smart. Okay. So you can take us to him, Regulus.
Yeah, sure. I'll figure out where he is and schedule a meeting.
Okay.
Is that what I can do, DM? I can do that.
In my religious studies, I have also came across this Napoleon Creed, but I never knew that he was that kind of guy. He was sort of like a lord of a church, this religious order named the Church of the Eclipse. I don't really like them, they stink. I prefer the monks well bathed. But I think they were a really good bunch. They had a very, very genuine interest in protecting innocent people. I do not know where to find them. They may know a few things about this Napoleon Creed. I hope he bathes. And yes, that's it.
Indeed.
Okay, so we have a contact.
So for Reggie and Floki, you have heard of Napoleon. Reggie, you are aware that ever since that trial, apparently Napoleon was exiled, and Floki, what you know is that the church is still in Revolonia, but they are kind of branded as criminals now. Felicity and Reggie, with your contacts in, are able to arrange a meeting. However, it's going to be with the Church of the Eclipse, or the Cult of the Eclipse, now that they're called by the public. So, and Voci also nods and agrees that those information are correct. However, Voci does say that considering I'm still under the spell, I should tell you that I don't think Napoleon is behind our presence. I genuinely believe it was a friend. Normally, if I was under the Zone of Truth spell, though, I would lie and say, yeah, he totally summoned us, but no, he didn't. He was completely innocent of that accusation.
Are we okay with the interrogation? Is Voci has anything else to share?
Well, that's all I'm saying right now.
Right. Oh, you're saying right now.
But I'm very, very curious. What do you get out of this interrogation? Why do you submit yourself to us like this?
I just wanted to see what's gonna happen.
I pull out Concordia and pointed to Voci's throat. I say, he's still in the zone of truth, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is he restrained? Can he walk? Can he freely just? These are
He
guards
is-
behind him, right?
He is restrained, like Cersei, Skylar, and Osiris is.
Right, he's restrained. Okay, so I tell him, tell me what use you are to us now. I'll be honest, I don't trust fiends who just choose to defect because they think it'd be interesting.
You're asking me what, how, what are we? What's your question?
Why should we let you live? Basically.
I think you should let me live because I am actually fun to be with once you get to know me. He shrugs.
Brother, I think you should kill him.
Yeah, I will slash. I'll kill. I'll attack.
Yes.
I start like praying for the souls of those who made this decision. The blessings happen,
Okay.
but they do not mean what they say.
You can attack with advantage.
Oh my god.
Slit his throat.
With advantage, right? Oh, this is kind of attack. Concordance.
We're not trying to have fun here, Bokshi. We're trying to unite the kingdom.
Yes, everything is very serious.
This is still the same day, right?
Yeah, this is the same day. Yeah.
Okay, friggin' smite that.
Yeah.
We need to make an example. Don't mess with us. Don't defect. We're not here to have fun.
You, I think you're being too hasty, and then I cast bless on. Cast.
Oh, no.
It's 5d8, that's 6d8. Yeah, 6d8.
Should it be 78 as well because he's a fiend or something?
No, because it's just 4th level because of I used Cloud Kill a while ago.
Right. Yeah.
Unless you'd allow me to just pump everything on this guy and use Spirit Shot.
Sure. Yeah, you can do spirit shroud too. I won't
Do it.
stop you.
Murder this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just 1d8 because I don't have my 5th level slot anymore, so 78.
Okay. Roll the 78 while that's
31, it's 46.
okay.
I mean, I can extra attack.
You can do. Yeah. I won't
Okay.
stop you.
Alright.
You have bless.
Oh, I have bless. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
I cast bless while trying to stop you.
That's plus d4, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. With the attack roll. That's, I'm guessing 34 still hits, right?
It hits. Yeah.
Okay. And this time, still with smite. So, what was the one out of 78? So this one is 60.
60. Okay. Oof.
30, 44, that's 44, 46, 90 total.
90. Okay. Ochi was initially like injured and he was like half his HP. After he said like, "Oh, don't kill me," I'm sudden last feels is 2 slashes from your Concordia and a final blow to his face. As he dies, flames start erupting from him and he disintegrates back into where he came from. And the look in his eye, he looks like he's rolling his eyes. I tried. And he's dead.
Yay, let's go meet this Napoleon Creed guy.
My God.
Uh, and yeah, you guys were able to plan the meet with Napoleon Creed. Well, not with him particularly, but you might find out by meeting with his followers, the Church of the Eclipse. Also, for Felicity, before you leave, Adam and Killian, they were pulling you aside, and they also mentioned that Felicity, it was like your birthday in a few recent weeks. Unfortunately, like because of all the wars and stuff, you didn't have time to celebrate, and Killian and Adam were away from well. So they decided to make it up to you by giving you presents. So Killian actually offers this. He has two gifts for you. He has this familiar, see Reginald, who is a Tressym, as your familiar. And he also provides you with a new crown. The crown you're wearing is Liam's crown, the crown of Wavius, but Killian actually decided that it's only right. Since you are ruling a new empire, you should have a new crown. He provides you with a crown that is created out of gold and meteorite rock, and there are like 10 orange gems in the band of the crown, and yeah, it fits perfectly on your head. Even though it looks heavy, it's actually enchanted with magic power. It's like as light as a feather, so you don't feel the weight of the crown.
Perfect.
Yeah, it looks like the crown that
Yeah.
Diana's crown, but with more colorful. It has the colors of the Gosalteo crest.
Yep.
Yeah, and Adam as well has given you a present as well. He has given you a new coat, and this coat is, instead of being created from the dragon scales of Morosco, this one is created from the scales of Gosalteo, who has been shedding his scales like a few days ago. So you have this golden jacket with you, and
Nice.
this jacket will provide you with, it's 20 plus your dexterity to your AC.
A.
Yeah. And it requires attunement. So there's that.
23. Okay.
And yeah, those are your presents.
I see. Thank you so much. I wish you didn't go through this much trouble though. Winning the war against Revolunia will already be a present enough. Now is not the time, I think, to be merrymaking and thinking about celebrations, but I appreciate the gesture. Thank you to the both of you.
And they both say, of course, in unison.
Mga simps. Oh, okay. I will tell them the plan. Of course, we would love to appeal them with a plan. So we're planning to meet my cousin's connections. Apparently, he knows this Napoleon Creed. What will you be up to? Will you be staying here, or can you come with us?
We would love to accompany you. However, most of the troops need to be recovered, and Killian make repairs to the military base in
I
case the
see.
Revolonians attack again. But when we find the time, we will try to catch up with you or provide
Right.
assistance from afar.
I understand. I understand. Well, strengthen the bases here then. If anything changes or anything is urgent, you can just um send me like contact me through the sending stone.
Of
And
course.
then let's keep each other updated.
Of course. And then Killian advises if you're going to visit Revolonia, just a precaution, you might want to buy some gems so that you have components for resurrection spells in case something happens.
I see. Thank you for the heads up. Hopefully we won't need it though.
Of course. Then yeah, that will be it. You also have this familiar, he presents Reginald, and you can summon him. Him and said whenever you don't need him to occupy space. So
Mhm.
there's that. And for the rest of you guys as well, you're able to acquire your +3 weapons from the fallen enemies that you guys have. And yeah, we will now be moving the scene to meeting with the Church of the Eclipse. So it has been, I will say, on the next day. So this is the 86th day of Warm Wave.
Wait,
You
dili
guys
ba may mobile?
Oh, you have time to buy your
Yeah.
your diamonds
gem.
and for
Yeah.
the Vivify and raise that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, sige, go.
Yeah.
But I will actually deduct it, right? Sa ako ang gold.
Yes, from your gold.
Okay. All right, perfect. Thanks.
Welcome. So, you guys were able to enter the country of discreetly, since that is enemy territory. I assume, I feel like Reggie, you must have a spell na you can like disguise yourselves, right? Or will you take the time to disguise yourself like physically? What do you guys think?
Spell that I can disguise ourselves. Not Reggie's magic, not Reggie's kind of magic. He can disguise himself.
Oh, sige, sige. That's fine as well. With your resources, you have access naman said to like disguise yourselves. I imagine like you guys put a lot of makeup to cover up your golden skin. You're able to enter the country of Revolonia and enter through one of the towns within the country. In this town, there is a community of halflings that run like taverns and stuff. And in one of those taverns, a halfling family secretly serves as like spies for the clan. So they're the ones who are providing the base of their tavern as a private meeting place for the cult of the Eclipse. You were able to use your magic to cast Sending and to contact one of their members, see Lord Sending. That's his last name as well, yeah. And he decided to agree and meet with you guys. So he and a necromancer named Mori will be meeting with you guys. And so we cut to the meeting place. So here you are, guys, in the basement of this tavern. Let me put your tokens. Oh, here it is. What? Ah, okay. So these are the two who are a part of the who are followers of Napoleon Creed. Maury and Lord Sending. Lord Sending is a tiefling, and his hair is graying, and he dressed like a noble. He has the red sling, and this is accompanied him. You have heard of Maury. She is a powerful necromancer in. She is a dedicated follower of Napoleon Creed, and these two are the ones who are meeting with you. As the four of you enter the tavern, they both give us a small bow towards you guys, and also, oh, and speaking of, Fjordring on the other hand, not with you because he needs to fortify and make sure that the country of Haryajif is also being protected. So that's why he's not here.
Okay.
That is an exception. So yeah, Lord Sending bows to you guys, and it is the Kosolteo clan. Welcome. It's good to meet you. I'm curious. Wow, what is it? Why have you reached out to us?
Floki, okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Floki steps forward. He gives. He looks at Lord Sending. He does not regard the person next to him. He bows deeply from the waist. He says, "Lord Sending, it has been quite a long time since we've met each other. I am Floki. You know me better as brother. I'm just gonna make it up again. Brother Octavius of the religious sect, the order of Glevius, the worshippers of the god of protection. I am here today with the rest of my clan, my family. Well, actually, I'm also in a pilgrimage. It is quite. Are we in their religious area?
No, you're not inside their temple. You're in the base, like those that your spies have provided.
Maybe someday you can show me around your temple. It would be a great honor. But for now, we're here for official family business. Please, meet Imperatrix Felicitatis. And Floki steps back to make way for Felicity.
And then Felicity will approach. Thank you, Uncle. Lord Sending. And then she will give like a very, I wouldn't say like a deep bow, but just a bow to acknowledge. And your colleague, we are here to perhaps speak about Napoleon Creed. We might, like, we need by his help.
You believe that he can provide you with essentially more power and knowledge, and
Right,
at least getting the odds against this like stalemate you have.
right. But we trust him, or we don't know. Like, I don't know him yet. Just Reggie.
For Felicity, in your point of view, it seems like a good idea because you know that Napoleon has done a lot of heroics. You have heard of stories of him
Yeah.
being like great, like the devil slayer. So there's that.
Mhm. Right.
He
Okay.
essentially had like similar adventures to like Rico Bishop from Link's campaign, essentially.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought Lord's sending that. We're actually here to hopefully meet an audience with um Napoleon Creed, so as we may discuss the matters of our um ongoing dispute against Revelonia. When do you think he will be available? Will he be coming tonight as well?
Then Maury and Lord send each other, and they tell you, we are not sure of what lies Revelonia has been spreading, but Napoleon Creed is, unfortunately, he is not with us. Not in the sense that he is dead, but well, he's missing. Surely you've heard of his trial when he was being falsely accused of summoning the very demons he's been fighting against, right? You've heard of that.
I may have heard of it, yes. Since when has he been missing?
It's been years. The trial has been, he was on trial for 5 years, and after that, they said that they will exile him and imprison him somewhere. My church has been trying to find him, but he's been completely missing. We have used all sorts of magic to find his location, but he doesn't seem to be here. And we've worked for many years to try and find him, contact his spirit, even. We have reasons to believe he is not dead, but we believe that the Revelonians have probably banished him into the Feywild, where his power is weakened, essentially. That is what we have learned from our followers. Maury's work over here.
Yeah, I see. Miss Mari. Um, I guess we will have to also expend some of my family's resources so we may able to relocate Creed. Have you ever had any sort of communication with him since his disappearance?
Unfortunately, not. We have tried casting all sorts of divinations to reach him, but it seems not. However, due to the sacrifices and hard of our followers, we have realized that he may be imprisoned in the Feywild, and we have learned that he's been imprisoned by a powerful Archfey.
Oh, I see. Um, that's it then. Let us try to go to the Feywild and find this Creed. Will you be coming with us?
Of course, we will accompany you and do our best assist you. But what is it for you? Why have you decided to answer that?
What is it for me to get Napoleon Creed back?
Yes.
Well, if you must know, Lord Sending, my family and I are currently in a great mission to unite the land, and we are currently in need of assistance that perhaps Napoleon Creed may offer us. If not, anyway, we'll be helping him get back to you and your sector. But we'd love, we'd love to have him on our side as well. And that's it, basically. My family and I are just in dire need of assistance for us to be able to complete our goal.
I see. Getting our master back is our top, but if you're planning to take down Revelonia and improve the situation here, then perhaps we'll be happy to help you as well after we get our master back. Well
That would
then,
be most appreciated.
let us work together then, achieve our goals. Then he reaches.
That sounds good.
Okay, and with that, he will start sharing all of with the rest of you guys. And as you were talking about this, you also shared this your Kirans who have been hiding somewhere in your visit to Revelation. You also notice, Felicity, that as you are exploring the town, you notice that the flag of the Revelonian Trading Company is like dominating this town. A lot of the businesses here are being controlled by the Revelonian Trading Company, and also you notice that a lot of all of you actually notice that a lot of the people here, apart from like living poorly, some of them you notice they're essentially taking like this kind of substance. It's called the dark relief. The dark relief is essentially a substance created from the Shadowfell, and it is known to, when you take the dark relief, it's essentially medicine. It's like a magic that takes away all of your negative emotions away, which is essentially like drugs, but not really.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, this kind of hits hard on you for watching these people take the dark relief, because your father in particular, si Felix, ever since your mother passed away from childhood, he has been very, very addicted to the dark relief, and that was the cause of his early death. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So
We'll just take some time to reflect on that. Like my Felicity's head right now is really just trying to focus on the war at hand. But that is definitely something she will prioritize after she's won this battle.
yeah. And when you share the everything you learned with the Kirin, excuse me, Dawn Dancer actually and she says, "Oh, wait a minute! You guys are looking for something in the Feywild? I think I know somebody that could help us out. Actually,
Really?
Really?
And you're gonna tell us, you're not gonna keep it a secret.
of course not. This seems really important. I'm not gonna like hold this in. So here, I'll tell you now. We
Cousin
can.
Reggie, do you want me to put the zone of truth on him? All he needs to say is the magic words.
No, it's okay. I trust the deity.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to hear the magic words.
The dancer's like, you can't compel me to say that word. And she says, anyway, I know this friend of mine. His name is Leary, and he lives in the Feywild, and we've been friends for like 100 years, and can help us find out what we need to know. It's just that Lyrian is, like most people in the Feywild, he's uh, very chaotic. He really likes to, like, he'll tell us what we want to know, but first we have to play some games with him. And I don't know, Reggie, I think if we could just convince him to play a game that we're at, then maybe win, and then maybe we can, like, get what we want to know from him. So yeah, you think you can be able to do that, Reggie? Like, convince?
Let's do it.
Okay. Then we'll head to the Feywild. Do you want to? Should we go right now, or do you still have other things to do here?
I'm really curious though.
Uh-huh.
Does any one of us know the root of? I'm sorry. What was the drug called again?
The dark relief.
The dark relief. Yeah.
You
Is
know
it like-
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Go.
You can do like either a nature or arcana check, or medicine check.
Let's go. Medicine. Oh no, that's 1d4. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. From what you know this especially, Floki, because your cousin, see Felix, who is the father of Felicity. Felix was heavily addicted to the dark, and it looks like essentially like black flowers. They are flowers that were created in shadow in particular. So they're not exactly like made from plants that grow in the Shadowfell. They're more of like whatever matter or material dust from the Shadowfell is. It's like extracted from the Shadowfell, and then whoever creates the dark relief, they use magic to like refine it and turn it into like a medicine that people would use to essentially drain themselves of like negative emotion. And the side effects include dying really early. It's like smoking, like taking a dose of the dark relief is like equal to like 10 packs of cigarettes, essentially.
Does does the group know of how it's being circulated?
It's being circulated by the Revolution. So you guys understand, like, this is probably how they get their money on how to fund this war. Like, it's either drug money or whatever they've been doing. Augustus actually knows more about the Revolonian Trading Company based on the military stuff he's been running. So yeah. But yeah, it's yeah.
The drug itself, it's not necessarily like a steroidal stimulant or something.
No, it
Like
does not
performance enhancing.
it does not like boost the user's powers or something like that. It's mostly a recreational drug.
Okay, so it's weed. Got it.
It's basically weed but worse.
Got it. All right.
Yeah. Hmm. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay. So yeah, we will now journeying into the Feywild. Dawn Dancer knows where to go, so she's the one who's leading you guys. You guys have plane shifted. The Kirins are able to travel planes. So all you need to do is, mount your Kirins and teleport there. Of course, Mori and Lord Sam also accompany you. They also are accompanied by followers who are also like necromancers. You notice that the church has a bunch of necromancers within their ranks, and most of them, they seem like nice people. They seem like the reason they join this church is to gain like protection of some sorts from being persecuted. So there's that. You guys travel to the Feywild, and as you enter there, you are a bit overwhelmed initially by how the Feywild looks like. It's very vibrant, filled with so many colors, and everything there is essentially like very high definition. So it's a bit overwhelming initially to your eyes when you look around in the Feywild. Pero thanks to Dawn Dancer, you navigate safely around the place, and you come to this, and in this mountain, you notice this mountain is seems to be the tallest mountain so far in the land. The top of the mountain is touching the sky, and you also notice that as you're approaching the mountain, there are a few clouds floating. That these clouds are actually alive. Some of them have eyeballs following you and looking at you, but they don't seem hostile. They're just like curious. What is this? Who are these people? Eventually, you guys were able to land your Kirins at the top of this mountain. So I'll put you guys over here. While you were, as you were landing, Dawn Dancer explains that her friend Lyrian tends to be able to sense people when they approach this mountain, and he usually will come to you instead of you guys going around looking for him. Seems like if he doesn't want to be found, then you cannot find him. But here's one way to get his attention is to go to the top of this mountain. You guys can roleplay for a bit right now while you are waiting for Lyrian. Here is sending, and if you like. You also see the clouds are still staring at you and looking at you intently. They're pink clouds that are alive.
Floki will go gather some fruits.
Okay. A roll for survival check.
Survival. 21.
Ooh, nice. You went to one of the bushes and you saw some fruit there. During your survival check, as you touch the fruit, a thought crosses into your mind actually. It's a good thing you're old 21. A thought crosses into your mind. And that thought says you must be really careful of one thing when you're in the Feywild.
Floki says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was just really tired really thirsty from our plane shift trip I think it's better that I take the wine from my backpack instead. And he like mounts like a small space. He consecrates it with holy magic, and he performs like a blessing of wine and water. And she's like spreading his arms out while looking at the clouds as if they were their audience. And then he blesses the wine and drinks it.
Hmm. Yeah, and because we're in the Feywild, like magic tends to like there's not a massive boost, but it's amplified. So as you're doing your prayer and using magic, like a lot of golden light just like shines.
Ooh,
Then,
very fancy this place.
even the Kirans in general, considering they're like beings of like divine magic, the place seems to be enhancing them. Apple Thief's horns are growing even bigger. They look like tree branches now instead of antlers. You see Dawn just like releasing a lot of like pink glitter, and Gosalteo is just he seems to be like on fire. Like he's surrounded by illusory, looks like. And for Exdeus, his lightning crown is just getting bigger. It's like a big halo of lightning just like surrounding him. And even for the rest of you guys, feel a bit strengthened by the flow of magic present here. So yeah. I want you guys to roll a D100, please.
1d100.
Yeah.
What am I typing? Sorry, what roll?
D100.
100. Okay.
I'll roll for Wade because he's taking a break. Hang on. Mine initially is 28, and this one will be Wayne's 91.
Whoa.
Okay. Here's the thing for the four of you in particular. For Felicity and Augustus, it feels like you've been waiting for half an hour. But for Floki and Reggie, it feels like you've been waiting for more than an hour. So
What?
yeah. Yeah, like Floki and Reggie are like getting but and I guess one of you will mutter like and then Augustus and Felicity are like, what are you talking about? It's only been half an hour.
Reggie and I are high. What was in that wine?
Then Gosalteo says, yes, it's true. For me, it feels like I've been waiting for 2 hours actually. Then Exdeus interjects like, that's nonsense. I've only been waiting for 10 minutes. What? And then Don Dancer's like, are you serious? It's only been 30 seconds.
Time
Perhaps
is irrelevant here.
the Feywild is messing with us.
My perception of time.
It seems you are right, Your Highness, but it does make the waiting for this Lord. Ano pangalan niya? Lyrus? Ano pangalan niya?
Lyrian.
Lyrian. It does make waiting for this Lord Lyrian a bit more scratchy. I just want to drink more non-magical wine.
Let
Like the
us,
convent.
let us keep afloat, Uncle. We do not want to lose our heads in this place.
While you say that, although Reggie waited for a long time in his perspective, he's having a blast, and like he's by the trees, he's by the grass. In his head, it's like a musical. A musical. He has like a. He's going through like a musical sequence.
Showing the fairies who's boss.
Are alive.
Reggie, I want you to roll a performance, please.
Let's go. Natural 20.
Oh my god!
all the fey
natural,
all the fey animals and fey creatures are.
It's giving
like
a
singing
play.
along with you.
Giving this music sequence, yeah.
In a piano
Snow White.
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Shakespeare
So-
descended onto Reggie as like, here you go, fairies and feylands and creatures. I will give you a performance of your life.
A Midsummer Night's Dream, yeah. It's so yeah, Reggie, without even you're just, like having fun, just vibing in the Feywild, and then you just notice the bushes are joining you, the clouds are joining you. Some fey creatures are passing by, just like circling around you. It's feeling like a Disney sequence, and it was such a nice performance. You didn't even mean to do it, like on purpose. You just caught yourself doing it. Then, all of a sudden, you see this big owl-like creature. Just like after your performance ended, you just see this like pop out in front of you, and you see him like he looks like an owl-like creature with like blue sapphire-like eyes, and with a third eye in the middle, and you see him like clap his hands, like even though he has like the one eye, 3 hands, and he's like clapping. He says like, well done. That was such a nice performance. It definitely got my attention.
Grazie. Big bird with 3 eyes.
Well, tell me who oh my god, is that you, Dawn Dancer? It's like, yes, hi, I'm very well. Who is this wonderful performer? And it's like, oh, that's my writer, that's Reggie. It's like, oh, that's very nice, very good. So Reggie, was it? Tell me, why are you here?
See, it is a Reggie. We are looking for one of our friends who seem to have probably been lost or captured here in the Feywild. Might you know of a person called Napoleon Creed?
Napoleon Creed.
Not to be confused by the boxer who fought Rocky.
Oh, I understand. Yes. Let's see. Napoleon Creed. Is it that fiend slayer that's been hanging around
that's
Paris?
the one.
I may or may not know a Napoleon Creed, but as Don Dancer would have told you, I'm only willing to tell you what you want to know if you get me to play a game.
Oh, that would be a very interesting. So, do you have a Nintendo Switch, a PlayStation 5? Are you more of like a PC Master Race kind of person?
Unfortunately, I am not a console gamer or a computer gamer. I meant like a social kind of game, not like a video.
This we can do, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, because where I live, I don't have electricity to plug in my console as a computer.
you can get electricity from.
That is
Isn't this
that is a shame.
Tarin in the past? So like, this implies that all these things existed for Tarin.
No, I
Family
think like
computer.
Reggie's a little Reggie's a little Fey high right now. He just spent almost how many hours?
An hour.
Oh, spent an hour performing with the plants
Yeah,
and the
it was
trees.
It was a 1 hour performance. Yeah. But yeah, as Don Dancer did mention, Reggie, that Lyrian likes to play games, but sometimes these games can be, not to say rigged against you, but more like it's quite hard for like humanoids to play sometimes. So your best bet, Reggie, is to convince Lyrian to play a game that you get to decide what game to play. So right now,
Okay.
both of you trying to persuade the other to agree what game to play.
So Lyrian, since you don't really go out on much of the Feywild, actually I just have this little thing that I played a game with King in the real world. So if it's good enough for a king, it might be interesting for you, no?
And what is this game?
He reaches out from his back pocket and he takes out a deck of cards. So you seen what these things, and he's shuffling the cards. You know, he's doing like he's riffling through them and then like flipping the cards from one hand to the other hand. These are called the playing cards.
Okay.
And this game is okay. Let me think of a game. But basically, he introduces Lyrian to a human card, an Asimar Goselteo card game.
Okay. Then, while you think of the game, Lyrian will actually try to also like get you to play one of his games. Like, I do like your suggestion, and I'm always open to playing a game shared by family. But might I suggest we play the game of two truths and one lie?
Lakas mo ka high school.
Okay, like,
Trying to think about this. If we play your game,
Yeah,
do the rest of my family get to play also? Like,
of course.
so, and if at least one of us will succeed, then the whole family wins.
I don't know. You'll have to try to roll persuasion to get him to agree.
I will give him guidance.
Okay.
Guidance is 1d4.
Yeah.
1d4 persuasion.
When you want, take the force of guidance.
I will like.
Don't
Yeah.
you also have a thing, say Reggie, but like, don't you have a thing with your eloquence bard nature, like something where I think if you roll,
Yeah, I cannot lower lower than 10. So that's actually 25 plus 4 is 29.
ooh,
Damn.
Anything? Yeah, I cannot I cannot roll lower than a 10.
okay. He's like, when you suggest that if one of you guys win, everyone wins. Like, sure, why not? I feel confident that I'll win. If one of you wins, then everybody wins. But if I win,
We all
you must
lose.
agree to me. Well, yes, obviously, but let's raise the stakes a bit higher. If I win, you will face a consequence, which is a secret. You'll only find out if you lose.
Okay,
I love
where
secrets.
are these stakes? Let's raise them. He's looking around. Oh, you meant not okay. Now I understand.
Yes. Then, so do you agree then that we are going to play two truths and one lie?
See,
Okay. Very well then. I want all of you to think of two truths and one lie, and I'll think of one myself. And then I will try and take a guess which one is the truth which one is the lie, and you'll have to do the same. And you can guess the lie. If one of you can guess which one is the lie, then you all win. But if I manage to guess the lie from all of you, then I win. How does that sound?
From one of us?
Yeah, he's saying he's pretty confident that he can sniff out the lie from all of
do it. See,
you. Okay, then yeah. Go on, guys. Think of your truths and two truths and a lie.
Sure.
okay, let me
Okay,
type.
let me type.
Let me type
Let me
mine.
type mine.
Yeah, I will. I'll type mine as well. That includes the rest of you guys as well.
Where's my phone, love? Did you find my? Sorry.
Wait, what will be my?
Do we just post it on chat?
Yeah, you can share it on chat as well, so that you can. Oh, and just so you know, it's Valerian is apart from the rule of like who wins. Seems like he's not strict on the method of how you will win the game. So you guys can actually use spells and other things to gain an advantage. Because it seems like he will do the same as well. So if you guys have telepathy or some divination spell or whatever, it seems like he told you not to do it, but it seems like he doesn't care if you try to cast any like spell to gain an advantage.
Yes.
Sure.
there's a strategy. We just need to like one of us to answer correctly. So
Yeah.
how many at least three of us just need to answer different things,
Yes.
and we win.
As long as one of you figures out the lie, then yeah. And seems like a simple game, but like you can use spells and stuff on him to figure out which is the lie as well. And because he seems very confident he can also figure out which is the lie, so he's to be using magic as well. Ooh, very interesting from Felicity. Hmm. Then for those who completed their two truths and a lie, I want you guys to uh, roll a charisma saving throw.
Charisma is not my best, but I think I have an aura for that. Hold on. Yeah, I have a +4 aura. Which was it? Oh no, everyone gets +2. +2 to saving throws.
Ooh, what? Okay. 29, okay. What about your Reggie? Two truths and a lie.
I was last lie.
Okay.
Last thing. Wait.
Okay. So,
Last.
okay. So, each of you, in Augustus, you have said your, yeah, if you could read them out loud so that, I will start with Floki. What are your two truths and a lie?
So what's the mechanic for revealing this? Do I read them and then say which one's the truth and the lie, or do I like
I guess. Yeah.
guess
If I
first,
guess.
or what?
You read out your two truths and a lie, and then Lyrian will try to guess which one is the lie.
And then the reveal.
Yes. Because you have, you've rolled really high as well, so yeah, going to have to guess. Yeah.
All right. Dear Larian, let us play a game. I love games. I played this a lot with in the monastery with the rest of the monks. Two truths and a lie. This is my first time. My first one is Apple thief snores too loudly.
Hmm.
The second one, I love my mother Freya so much in this whole wide world. And the third one, I think Fjordring sucks. He really does. Well, which one do you think is the truth? Which one do you think is the lie?
Well, if I had to guess, I would say uh, the second one. I
Is the what?
believe you do not. Yeah. Okay.
Well, do I reveal now? She giggles.
Yeah, you can reveal it now. Which one?
The second one is the truth. It's actually the first one. Apple Tis does not snore at all. He's very,
Ah,
very quiet.
I see. Okay.
Do I make a guess now at like, or do we each take turns
Uh,
later?
you can all guess together. I'll reveal the after like Lyrian tries to guess from each of you.
Okay.
Next is Felicity.
All right, Felicity will say. All right, I too shall play this game. My thingies. All right. I do not want to be married. We currently have two husbands, two partners. I do not want to be queen, the leader of my family. And lastly, I do not want any heir or any children at all.
Hmm. I will have to guess. Hmm. The lie is you do not want any heirs.
I believe you have made your second mistake. My lie is I actually do not want to get married. I want to actually be queen, for this is my family's legacy and it is my um, honor to be the head of the family. And because I do take that role seriously, I don't mind if I don't have any husbands or any partners, but I would want to secure my line. So that's why I'm okay to have heirs.
Oh,
Damn, that is character deep.
I
Nice.
see. I have made my mistake. Very well done. And then next is Augustus.
Yes, hello. Here are my statements. The first one is I am jealous of my brother. I enjoy being around Exdeus, and Concordia is my most prized possession.
Hmm. I shall say the lie is you being jealous of your brother.
Uh, they call this. Gus looks down a bit and then she's like, yeah, you got married. Yeah. I tried my best, cousins. Uh,
The thing is, you do realize that from each of you guys, you realize that Lyrian has been trying to telepathically read your minds as well, but most of you rolled so high, so you were able to block him. So Lyrian just like this was just a random guess.
He's playing it a legit way.
Yeah, and then yeah, last Regulus, Reggie.
So my first truth or a lie is I'm really a redhead like my family, and I just dye my hair blonde. My second truth or a lie is that I top my class in both Wizard School and Barda College. And my third truth or a lie is I think a Homa Gnome is the worst play ever written.
Let's see. I will have to guess. And then Lyrian stares intently at your head. It's like, is he really a redhead? He's actually going to try and roll perception for that.
Try to look at the roots.
Yeah, and you guys can actually tamper with my roll if you're able to do that, you know?
I got nothing.
You can open. Compel duo. Fight me.
If anything, Reggie will try to prestidigitate a little bit so that his hair shows a little bit of red roots.
Wait. Okay. In that case, he will tell, I will have to guess and say the lie is that you are at the top of your class in Wizard School and Bard College. That is the lie.
Reggie gasps. You think I'm an idiot? That is the truth.
We love Homa Gnome.
No, like, I think Reggie thinks it's the worst play.
Wow.
The lie is the first one.
Gus is disturbed that you think Homa Gnome is the worst play.
Yeah.
We watched that together.
That is why I hate it so much. We watch it every day for the Frostfall.
Wow. It seems it is 1 out of 4 with me. But now it's your turn to find out which is my truth and a lie. And here they are. I am 869 years old. My true name is Silenthia, and I intend to claim one from my warlock in the future.
True enough.
The third one is I claim. Okay.
Who goes first?
You can decide who goes first. Floki, you go first. You can guess which
Okay. I will cast a spell.
one. Okay.
I have yet. It's my first time to use the spell, so I need to read this properly. Alright. So I basically ask a question and the GM offers a truthful reply.
Okay. You will try to cast Zone of Truth on him?
Nope. It's divination.
Wait. How is it to cast Divination? Minute.
Hold on, let me check.
Check out the cast.
Divination, 1 action.
1 action. Okay.
It's an incense, so I had a consecrated area earlier from the sacramental wine, and I'm probably took the incense there.
Okay. So it will take you a while to cast it since you have to prepare the incense and the sacrificial offering and all that. Lyrian is waiting for you to give him an answer. He doesn't to stop you from preparing your divination. However, when you were in the middle of casting divination already, he casts the spell magic at you.
Just lets you prepare all for nothing.
Yeah.
That's
Some
not
more.
fair. Oh well.
Can Reggie counterspell the dispel magic?
And you can counterspell it, yeah. You just don't know lang at what level he's doing this.
I will cast counterspell at the 9th level.
Damn.
Damn.
Miriam will try to counterspell it as well, but I'll have to roll because he rolled it in a lower level. I have to beat it by a charisma roll, right?
No. Diba you have to roll like is it an intelligence check?
An intelligence
And
for
then because I did 9th level.
yeah. Then
So what
For
from
me.
whatever spell you cast counterspell at, there's a DC, right?
yes, yeah. Okay. My cast here.
If it's casting a spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, so the DC is 19. When you cast the
Okay.
spell using a 4th level, you interrupt the spell has no count.
I think
If
it's
its
just roll a
level is
flat
less.
d20 and try and make a roll of 19.
Yeah. Okay. He tries to counterspell your counterspell, but yours go through, and he can't
Yes.
cast the spell magic anymore. So yeah, Floki, you can already do the divination spell. What about the rest of you guys? As you are doing your divination, Floki, we will give chance to the others as well to make a
For
guess.
sure,
Okay.
no problem.
So, what about the rest of you? Augustus, can you guess which one is the lie?
Gus? Ace?
Sorry, what?
Yeah, like, can you guess which one is the lie as
All right,
well?
right. Sorry. Oh, did they guess already?
Not yet. While Floki is doing a divination to find the answer.
Yeah, nag-ritual kasi, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, I have nothing to help with this, so I'm just gonna straight up guess.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the? Is it the second one?
Okay. So you're guessing that one is the lie.
That their true name isn't Salentia.
Tyrion won't
Okay.
reveal yet, right? Until all of us have answered.
Yeah, until all of you have guessed. Yeah.
Got it.
And what about you, Felicity? Which do you think is the lie here?
I think that he's not 869 years old. I think he or she might be older.
Okay.
And I will actually not say that, by the way. I would not say that I think he or she is older.
And what about you? Uh-huh.
No, go ahead.
What about you, Reggie? Which one do you guess is the lie here?
Reggie, after hearing what Felicity and Augustus have answered, Reggie will go. In that the case, I will say that I will confirm that the third one is the lie.
Okay. Then for Floki, as you do your divination, you cast the spell and offer a prayer to Rico Bishop. And then As you say your prayer, you feel Gosolteo like signal Floki to look at him. So Floki, you stare at Gosolteo and he telepathically tells you, Lord Bishop tells you that the second answer is a lie.
Who was it that guessed? I think it was Gus, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gus also guessed it.
Guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Floki goes back to the sacrament consecrated place he once did bless the wine, and he pulls out the sacrificial offering. From out of nowhere, he has a dead rabbit in his pouch. It's like dead rabbit sacrifice, and then he mutters a prayer. It's like Gumbaya, how you like that?
What the
And then and then he looks at si paano ni Gasateo, the Kirin, and he instantly he instantly like genius moment, bright flash of genius, as if negating Gus's guess at all. It was the second one. And then he says that.
Okay. When both of you reveal your answers, Lyrian like concedes and he tells, yes, it is true. I am not actually the Archface Salentia. I am someone else entirely. But for now, we'll go with Lyrian. It's always important to know not to give your full name to fake creatures for future reference. You have beaten me at this game, and I am a graceful loser. So yes, I will now help you give the information you want. It was a good game. Now, Reggie, you did ask about how you can find this Napoleon Creed. To be truthful, I personally do not know it where exactly he is, but I can guide you to a place where you can find the answer. And then the clouds start to like shot upwards, but then you guys realize that the sky isn't going upwards. It's like more the mountain is going down. It's like moving. And all of a sudden, the terrain starts to change as if you're being teleported. And you are now being guided to the Cave of Vision, which is a place in the Feywild where people can go and try to look for answers. So you guys are here, and the Kirins are also here. Lyrian tells you that while I do not know where this Napoleon Creed, if you enter this cave, I am sure you can find your answers, and you'll be able to gain all the information to find this person in an effective way. So go right ahead and enter this cave. And then he motions to this cave mouth behind him. So what do you guys do?
Start skipping.
What do we notice from afar of the cave?
You do not see anything beyond the cave. It's like a void.
Nothing we can perceive, sense of smell. Look is sniffing the air. or
Right
feeling the
now-
wind.
Yeah, you're trying to like perceive or check into the no. You do not if you can make an intelligence check if you want, if you're trying to like see if like this is an illusion or something. You can do that.
Intelligence is my dump stat, but let's go. I'll do so with a. I use guidance instead.
Not sure. Intelligence.
Based on your intelligence check, Gus, you're the one. You're able to feel and touch these things. You're able to interact with them, and they all feel real to you. And then, yeah, it all seems real. There doesn't seem to be any illusion, and it looks like Lyrian is genuinely telling you like how to help yourselves with this. As for Reggie, who marched straight into the cave mouth,
Yeah.
as you enter towards a void, but when you don't seem to fall or float. You seem to enter a vision of seem to be like in a theater when you were a young boy, and as you enter the cave, it looks like you went back to being a young boy again, and you're in the theater watching.
Oh no. It's Homonome.
So
Okay.
you're looking at Homonome, and you see you're seeing of like Faustus and also Augustus watching with you, and they're all like just laughing at the play and seem like to be having a good time. And then Faustus turns to you and is like, "Are you enjoying the play, son?"
Reggie like puts up a fake smile and a thumbs up.
Okay. And then
Si Papa. Ay wait, no. Si Papa.
as you reply to that, Faustus's like cheerful attitude just drops, and you hear like a demonic voice coming out from it. Why are you lying?
No, no, Papa.
You don't actually enjoy this play.
See, it is a shit to play.
Why do you always lie?
Cause because I'm scared.
Scared of what?
Not being a perfect. Not being worthy of the good Shalteo name.
And then, as that, as you say that, Faustus, Augustus, and most of the audience around this false theater, they all turn into like copies of you, and they all start activating their celestial revelation with you at the center. So it looks like you are being bombarded, damage. Then and then you are you see initially like you feel like you're being burnt, but then you realize like, oh no, he's like this is like an illusion. Then a copy of you is just saying like, do you think you are still imperfect?
See, but I am okay with it now.
Then after seeing that, the illusion dissipates, and you are able to roll for me
What was that, DM?
a D100. Roll a D.
Okay, 100. Or 19. Oh, wait, what? 91.
91. Okay. Okay. Uh, Nothing happens to you. However, you see a vision uh, of a poisonous forest in the Feywild. That's what you see. Like you see these massive trees that have like barren trees, and as the vision, as you're being pulled into the vision, you see this poison gases just coming out from the ground, and a lot of like dead animals around this forest. That's the vision you see, and as the vision ends, you are teleported right outside of the cave mouth all of a sudden. Uh, I want to ask though, would the rest of you
You cut off DM.
What was that?
You got
Would the
cut
rest
off,
of
bro.
you? Would the rest of you what?
would the rest of you like go inside in the cave as well?
I saw Reggie going in, right?
Yeah, you saw Reggie going in, and then when he went in, it looked like he came out right immediately after as well.
Okay. And how does he look?
He doesn't look injured or whatever, but it looks like he found something or
His eyes are wide open, and his back is to the grass. He's facing the sky, and he's breathing heavily.
Oh, I think Gus would go over to his brother and ask what's wrong
The
instead of going inside.
the gives you a hallucinate. I had to watch Home
What?
Alone again.
While Reggie is explaining that to Gus, Floki was like, "I want what he's having," and then proceeds to lick it.
This priest.
So you go inside the cave mouth as well.
Yeah, because I didn't detect anything from ano, diba? From like the investigation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
oblivious,
Okay.
blissful
What
youth.
about you, Felicity? Do you want to go inside, or do you prefer having the others go in?
I want to check on Reggie first.
Okay. Reggie is okay, but he does seem a disturbed by what he saw in the cave mouth. Yeah.
I
A
see.
little
So
flustered.
after seeing my cousin so flustered, I will decide to check the cave for myself as well and see if there's any creature that, caused this distress to my cousin. So I will salute also. Right after
As
my
a,
uncle.
as a
Sumugukod
priest,
ko pa din eh.
Floki, as a priest, will say that he's like holding his holy symbol in front of him. He's like,
Yeah.
as if
I
he's
will be
entering
following
the
close
cave.
behind ni Floki. Mag-procession mi kami duha.
So we'll go with Floki first since he entered first. Floki, as you enter, you also enter into a vision as well, and this time you are. It seems like you are in one of the golden temples of Rico Bishop, and then you see like an illusion of Gosoteo, and that illusion is telling you like so where do you really have your faith in Glavius or in Lord Bishop?
This is an illusion of Gosaltea the Kirin, right?
Yeah.
And the temple I am in right now is where exactly?
The temple of Rico Bishop in one of his golden temples. In where was it? And there's like a golden temple that was built now in Glavius. So you're in that temple, it looks like.
Okay. This seems like the perfect opportunity to share to you some of the experts that you gave me about the religion, which I haven't read because I have been a busy week. But Floki will, as he is like opening his eyes, entering the cave, he was still parang in his mind holding his holy symbol. He turned towards the Kirin Gosalteo and he says, and he regards it. I believe this is how. I don't know if this is exactly the religion, but I would like to take a guess and say that he takes his weapon out, the huge hammer called I don't know, the Hammer of Thunderbolts.
Mm.
He holds it close to him and he says, "My faith lies in the goddess of the weapons, the one whose realm resides in the arms forge, Lord Rico Bishop, the patron of blades, the saffron soldier.
Then
Please don't,
go on.
please don't confuse my allegiance with that of the priest of Glevius. We share some of our beliefs. My faith does not exactly what's the word? It doesn't exactly salungat or that one. That of theirs. We believe in the protection of the people. I just have different means and different faith, and I respect them. My tenure with them, although long, was mostly done by my family. Despite what everyone believes, I adore my mother very deeply, and it is to her that that I give away 15 years of my life in the service of the Church of Glavius. That's his answer.
Mm. Gosalteo, the illusion looks, then he realizes that you're being truthful about it. So he nods and he dissipates. That you see a brief flash of like Rico Bishop in his golden armor, giving you a nod of approval. And then the vision ends and you are teleported outside as well. But before that, you see also a vision of a castle in the middle of this dark forest that is filled to the brim with poisonous gas. Outside that castle, you can see what seems to be like a displacer beast guarding the outside of the castle. Except this displacer beast looks massive and looks to be enchanted with like dark magic. So that is what you see.
And I
Now,
am back.
yeah. And after that, we will go with Felicity, what she sees in her vision. And Felicity, on your end, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. On your end, from what you see, you find yourself a 15-year-old girl once again, and you see yourself sitting at your father's deathbed. That is the vision you are seeing. You see your father Felix. His golden skin is now a pale yellow because of his sickness, and he's just coughing wildly. And then Felix asks you, Felicity, daughter, I need to tell you something important. Can
Yes,
you?
Father. What is it?
I fully trust you in your ability to lead the clan. Your magic is powerful, and as long as you remain confident in them, your strength will be unrivaled. The one thing I could tell you is never ever love someone as much as I loved your mother, because it will only bring you pain. Do you understand me?
Felicity will just take a moment to absorb what her father just said, and then swallow, and then take a deep breath, and then sigh. She will say, "Yes, Father."
Okay. I don't have much long. There's also something I have to tell you. And then you're reliving the memory of. You have forgotten this in a, but he was telling you the story, an old Tarinian legend called the legend of the Aristos Anaks. Let me just type that down. He tells you, you almost forgot about this actually because you didn't, because Felix told you in his last moments, daughter, if by chance you succeed in summoning our forefather Gosulteo, you must ask him about the legend of Aristos Anax. It is a legend, an old Tarinian legend that is connected to us, and it's like he has the answer, but only remember this if you summon him.
And then Felicity will just nod her head, and then still you can see in her eyes a look of deep concern and just pain for seeing her father that way.
Mm-mm.
But as I caress his hair, like to show comfort, and then, yes, Father, I will.
And in fairness to you, that instruction, it's quite justified that you would forget about it because it's a very vague instruction, and also you're 15 years old, and you're with your dying father, so these things like slip your mind.
Yeah.
But after this vision, you see a vision of you start to see a vision of this castle, of a castle filled with poisonous trees and smoke. And inside that castle, your vision sends you through the castle gates, and you see a man with white hair and black armor. He seems to be tied with like spiritual chains, and you also see towering above him is a massive tree, and And with that, in that massive, see like a ghostly figure come out of that tree, and not that you recognize, but you seem, no, you're not familiar with this creature that came out of the tree, but in that vision, you kind of are able to. This is what you see actually. This is the creature you see coming out of the tree. And then
Ooh,
uh,
BBAG.
you hear Napoleon. You hear him say something, but it's like there's no sound coming out.
Yeah.
But the vision, with the vision, you get a visual to figure out what he was saying, and this is, oh wait, this is what he was saying.
Oh.
And then after the vision, you were taught as well.
Oh, wow. I will join the group here, approach Reggie and Gus and Lord Sending. I give them all the information except about the vision with my dad. And then Gus hasn't saluted the thing yet, right?
Yeah, he hasn't.
Yeah, and I will tap his shoulder. I got it from here, cousin. You might want to check it out.
Okay. Looking confused, but I trust my cousin, so I will go inside the cave.
Okay, so you enter the cave as well. And as you enter the cave, you start seeing a vision as you enter the cave. You get teleported in the middle of the battlefield. You see all of your knights and your soldiers like fighting each other. You're like right in the middle of a war zone, and you're trying to turn back and get out of the cave, and then as you run around, you accidentally like step on the corpses of like several people, and then all of a sudden one of the corpses just like is lying down on the floor and looks at you, Augustus, and then he tells you, are you really a good commander, or are you just the best at making people march to their deaths?
He's grabbing me.
He's not grabbing you. He's just like lying on the floor and staring at you. And to you,
okay.
yeah.
I look around, seeing all the commotion happening, and I say to the person and also to myself, as if trying to convince myself, this is all necessary. Um, things they call this. This is all necessary for our growth. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, and then as you say that, the other like soldiers start like grabbing you and saying like, is our lives worth your own growth? Is that it? They're like trying to grab you, and you're able to shake them off. You're stronger than them with your belt, so yeah, but that's what they're asking you.
Not mine, not my growth. Uh, everyone's, humanity's. This is for the best.
Then uh, then one of the other corpses like gets up and says like, "Who are you to make such a decision?"
Gus has no answer to that. He's just trying to uh, push them away at this point.
Okay. They all end up like piling on top of you and trying to like tear at you, but obviously like they can't because of your high level strength. Uh, However, you also see like a vision. Uh, Same like Reggie, you were able to see poisonous forest as well, surrounded by trees and dead animals. So that's what you get so far. And yeah, you were also teleported outside the cave mouth.
Dead animals, person asleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Gus walks out of the cave. Like usually he went in carrying like the shield and the sword, ready for a fight.
Mhm.
Came out with like the sword sheathed and then the shield at his back. Very uncharacteristically not trying to look tough.
Mhm.
And then he shares what he says, but like only the poisonous tree and the animals part. As much
Okay.
as best as he can.
Okay. Um, Lyrian comes
Okay.
in, says, "Oh yeah, go on."
Floki would be like, just slightly disappointed that he didn't get the same high.
It's the same height.
Well, only very slightly, and it's like, did you guys see like a level 10 Mario stage full of poison? And a level 10 dungeon in Mario Super Mario? Anyway, um, on a serious note, he just uh he of course does not know what others have seen, but he utters a silent prayer for Lord Bishop to grant them strength for this party to overcome any ordeal that they are experiencing.
Mm.
He does that while holding the hammer of thunderbolts, which for some reason he was wielding all of a sudden. He wasn't doing that entering the cave. Everyone sees like he was looks like he was in battle ready. He
Mhm.
wields it and starts a prayer for everyone. And after that, he will try to recall a certain creature that he saw in
Uh-huh.
his visions. He will
Mhm.
proceed to cast a spell with the creature in mind. He casts an incantation for locate creature.
Ooh, okay.
He imagines
Uh,
a displacer beast.
mm
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. With locate creature, uh, 1,000 of the nearest creature. Okay. Uh, the locate creature cannot. It is. You realize like it's not within range. Is kind of failing. However, because of the Feywild's the inherent weirdness of the Feywild, your spell still continues to work. Your spell ends up producing the image of this displacer beast. Just a small image. And let's try and see if this works. Yeah, you produce a small image of this displacer beast you're trying to locate. And while it doesn't show you where this displacer beast is, it is helpful to Lyrian, who looks at the displacer beast. The spell starts to dissipate, but then Lyrian took a good look at it, and he finally tells you guys that whatever that beast is that you've seen in your vision, it belongs to a fellow Archfey of mine named Vicordia. If that is the beast you see in your visions, then perhaps Napoleon Creed is a prisoner of the Great Poison himself.
Loki looks at his companions at the sound of Vicordia.
Mm-mm.
My nephews and nieces, I do not think I know of this Vicordia. Maybe you've heard of it? Maybe from your College of Bard and Wizardry, you seem to be top in your class, nephew Reggie.
Then Lyrian actually interjects you guys and says, unfortunately, Vicordia, like myself, are part of the Shadow Cabal, and we Archfays there tend to keep our entire thing secretive.
Yeah, I don't think
However,
Reggie would know, no?
yeah.
Okay.
However, his place is quite well known. I believe the Kirins have traveled there before, but I must warn you, his domain is filled with poison, and you need immunity to poison to actually safely navigate there. And then Apple Thief also says like, "Oh, we can actually help with that." And then he explains to you guys, if I cast Hero's Feet, if all of us do, you guys can partake in it real quick, and you guys should be immune to poison. So, and we ourselves are immune to poison. Fine. Oh, well, then that settles it. Perhaps you do have a chance at finding Napoleon Creed.
That sounds like a good idea. So, what do you think, guys? Should we eat?
Yeah, the Kirins actually start casting heroes. Apple Thief starts creating a pile of apples, and the rest of the Kirins like create like appropriate meals as well, so that you guys can partake in it. With the Hero's Feast spell, you actually do get buffs. One of them is immunity to poison. And also, I'm looking it up. Immune to poison, being frightened, and you saving throws with advantage. Ooh.
Some.
And also, your hit point maximum will increase by 2d10.
Awesome.
Ooh. This will benefit you guys within a day. Okay.
Do we roll now the hit points?
Yeah, you can roll to determine your hit point maximum.
Is it us or whoever's casting?
It is you guys. You're the ones who are eating the food that's being prepared. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, 26. So, what about Felicity?
It's
This
max.
is maximum HP. So you add this to your maximum HP. The this will last for an entire day. Okay. So, oh yeah, I almost forgot. Yeah, I had Reggie, the three of you, to roll a D100. Well,
Who?
I want Augustus, Floki, and Felicity to roll a D100. Reggie already rolled your D100 already. How many? 4, 6, 53. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So initially, guys, when you entered the cave, you were actually subjected to wild magic as well. So, for Reggie, you had an effect casted on you, but that will only take effect after a certain something happens. I'll just keep it a surprise in case it does happen. But for Floki, when you leave the cave, someone randomly for within 60 feet of you. However, because of consuming the heroes, they were cured of it anyway.
Randomly tries to what? Sorry, I missed that bit.
Someone was randomly poisoned.
Oh.
However, because of heroes' feat, after
Got it.
that, they recovered it anyway. So it was all good. And then as for Augustus, everybody actually gets 4d10 lightning damage from Augustus.
Oops.
Augustus, can you
Roll
roll
damage?
4d10?
Okay.
Is this from a spell?
Yeah, this is not from a spell, unfortunately.
Do I take the
Okay,
damage too?
Not you, no.
Oh, oops.
So 17 damage for everyone. And then for Felicity, you are immune to alcohol. That's what happens to you. This is the wild magic effect. Okay. So that's what's happened. So you now are able to realize that Napoleon Creed is actually a prisoner of Vicordia. And by the way, I want to ask, Wayne, how?
Sorry, what?
What was that? I think you got top.
I was asking Wayne, like, how many minutes we're recording? I can't hear you guys. You guys are muted. If
I
you're
think
talking.
I think Raf was asking Wayne how many minutes we have been recording. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, no, because I have to be muted because madunggan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sorry, 3 hours.
3 hours. Okay, sige, sige. All right. That case, since we're 3 hours naman said. So you guys are already figuring out where Ordius domain is, but you guys are able to navigate with Lyrian was actually happy to help direct where Lyrian's domain is located. It's just that he won't help you guys with actually breaking into it. He'll just guide you to where it is. And as he guides you guys there, you see from afar as you fly your Kirans, see the exact place that you guys see visions, a place where a massive poisonous forest filled with purple and green smoke, with barren trees, and yeah, that is where the Cordius domain lies. You also, as you approach, Lyrian actually stops and says, "Well, this is as far as I go. I'm not able to enter a fellow Archface domain without permission, but I'm sure you guys have the tools to do so. It was nice meeting the rest of you guys, and do not forget, in the future, I will be coming for one of your descendants, and I intend on making him one of my warlocks. So don't be too surprised if I come knocking maybe a century or two from now." Okay, bye guys. And he leaves.
I'm curious though, before he leaves, can I ask him a question?
What is he turns out, what is your question?
Yes. You mentioned in our little game earlier, you said you will be claiming one of our own from a bloodline?
Yes, that is true.
You're just gonna go away without telling us about this?
I mean, I'm not going to claim him and raise him. I intend to take him as a warlock of mine and.
Yes. I see. Well then, carry on.
He flies away. And yeah, guys, as you enter the Cordius domain, you initially are worried that the foul smell of the poison. However, it doesn't harm you. Thanks to your feast, you are being immune. And as you approach the castle, you actually see the displacer beast that is guarding the castle. However, you see this displacer beast is not like he doesn't come in the normal size. He's actually quite massive. Here is what it looks like. Let me show you guys. Oh shit, this is the wrong map. Hold on.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, oh my god. Castle. So yeah, this is the outside of the castle. The place suspiciously doesn't look like it's heavily guarded. It seems like this place beast is one creature that seems to be guarding the. It looks like it's sleeping. However, you guys can guess that if you approach, it might steer awake. You guys can make your plan on how to take down this displacer beast. But since we are 3 hours in already and there will be two big fights ahead of you, I think now is the best time for us to wrap up the end of the session.
Two big fights.
Yeah.
This is the first big fight, and there's another one, or like there's two big fights after this.
I think there's two big fights, no?
Yeah,
That
this will
first
be
map
the
was
first-
after this one.
Yeah, this will be the first big fight, and then after that is the second
Okay.
fight.
Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you for the heads up.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. This session got longer than I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with the
I mean-
extension that we have, I think
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So-
I was very sleepy because I'm running on very little sleep.
I know, and I was also
I was so quiet.
yeah, I was also, I know, like, oh my god, it's already like almost 3, and I know, like, Mica be some.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes Raf, you're like putol for some reason.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe it's because it's raining or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh.
It's raining over here.
Oh.
Ish. Yeah.
Where is over here?
Here in Liloan.
Oh,
Safe
yeah,
to go.
north. I'm in
Yeah.
Mactan.
Oh.
Yeah, but it stopped a bit. Yeah, true.
It's been really hot here. Yeah,
Oh, I'm trying to stay up
GG's.
GG guys. I'm trying to stay up because if I sleep, parang I won't be able to sleep before my work later. Which
Tonight.
is
Yeah.
I have a 1 a.m. work.
Gani. The
if I
night
sleep now,
shift. Sleep.
yeah,
Gani. I feel the struggle.
of this night.
I'm really running on like 3 hours sleep.
You were working last night, Mica?
No, I was playing.
Oh, what you
Oh, well,
playing?
yeah, I was farming.
Failure.
What's that game?
Party or like
Like Stardew
Yeah.
Valley or
Stardew Valley X Animal Crossing.
It's like Animal Crossing-ish, I
with
guess.
Fortnite graphics. But
and the goal is community or
ano, naa sa siya main storyline.
ah
It's a RPG. It's a we'll send you the trailers.
You can check out the screenshots in our channel. The family channel.
I'm on Diablo 4. I wish I was playing
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Wow.
Boom is playing Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, it's his new obsession.
Yeah. I hear it's really good though. It's on its track to become the game of the year.
Yeah, I heard though. Yeah, like it's like I don't know. Apparently, the developer did a good job.
Thank you for the
That's
game, Raf. GG's.
Yeah, thanks as well.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody, thank you so much for watching. That was episode 4, I think, of Sin and Skullduggery Empire. Much love, peace, bye bye.